The number of homes for sale in San Diego County continues to rise as pending sales remain flat. What does this mean for buyers and sellers? Hang out with me for a few short moments and I will explain what I believe is going on here. Today is July 25th, 2024, and you are watching San Diego Market Watch. Thank you for tuning in. If you're new to this channel, remember to hit that like button and subscribe so you don't miss any of these episodes, and share this content with your friends and family who may have an interest in real estate information or otherwise being entertained by real estate information. With that, let's jump right into today's content, looking at the number of homes for sale. Only slightly up this week, but we have been on a steady climb for the last 3 months, and also steady our pending sales over the last 3 months, really remaining right around or at 450 units per week, with only two real notable exceptions where we spiked up 100 units or so over the course of 1 week, then dropped back down and pretty much remaining constant. So new listings were down a bit last week, which is why this number of homes for sale pretty much plateaued, went up a little bit, but new listings have separated themselves and remained above pending sales for the last 3 months, and that's why the increase in the number of homes for sale, and that is shifting market dynamics. It is causing buyers to have more choices, more negotiating power, and sellers are seeing less offers on properties, and in some cases, no offers on properties if the buyers perceive that property to be overpriced. In many zip codes, we are seeing active inventory exceeding pending inventory and exceeding the number of sales in the last 30 days, which means in a lot of zip codes, there is a segment of sellers that will not go under contract in the first 30 days of their listing period without some sort of intervention. Unless pending sales bump up or new listings fall off a cliff, there is currently more supply than demand, and this is the first time this has happened in quite some time. You have to go back to the summer and fall in particular of 2022 before we see a situation like what's happening now, although inventory was higher then and buyer hesitancy was also higher then, because that crop of buyers was not yet used to the new rate structure and the market was struggling to find its footing. So we'll see what happens as we come out of the summer, heading into the fall, whether we see new listings continue to outpace pending sales or whether this is all just going to sort itself out, as it seems to have done several times over the past couple of years when other experts were predicting the market is falling, the sky is falling. Maybe it is, maybe it isn't. But for now, it is shifting the market more toward the buyer, although still what I would argue is largely a seller's market, because the good, well-priced listings are still attracting multiple buyers and multiple offers. So sellers, pay attention to this and price it well if you want to sell. And if you want to know what I mean by that, give me a call. Let's chat. Never any obligation to do anything when you talk to me, but I'm always happy to talk, as you may have guessed, because I do talk a lot. All right, let's look at what's going on with interest rates. Fairly flat over the last 7 days, 6.78% on average. I'm seeing some buyers being quoted rates higher than that and some lower. That's why this is an average. However, it is down from the peak earlier this year, certainly well down from way back here last October. But in any event, it is down, and I find it interesting that pending sales have not really kind of shot up over the past couple of weeks, because in the past, pending sales have been very, very sensitive to rate changes, and when rates go down, pending sales go up. This just kind of tells me there are not as many buyers sitting on the fence waiting for rates to dip just a little bit. They're either waiting for the big dip or they're just not that many buyers out there, which arguably could be true given the median price, median income, and all those other dynamics. Now, we have talked about median price a couple of times since we updated you at the beginning of the month. I'll show the graph again for those who are just tuning in. It did jump up between May and June. So we'll see what happens from June to July, because median price is essentially a lagging indicator which takes a couple of months to catch up. So will this new market dynamic that I'm discussing send median prices to a plateau or a dip? What's it going to do? We'll know roughly first week of August when we do our month-over-month update, when the new numbers come out like about August 5th or so, which is just a few days away. So with that, I will say thank you for tuning in. Remember to like, share, subscribe, and comment, because that helps us to continue serving you this content. We'll be back next week with more great real estate information, some zip code by zip code updates, and of course another edition of San Diego Market Watch. Tune in to Facebook Live around 6 p.m. tomorrow if you want to just hang out and rap about what's going on in San Diego and have a cocktail with us. We'll be doing that around 6 and uploading it to YouTube later. With that, I'll say see you later and have a great day.